Flying to Mumbai High, one of the most critical offshore oil fields in India, is an experience unlike any other. The journey to Mumbai High begins well before you board the helicopter. We were required to go through medical assessments, safety briefings and gear inspections. In addition to standard personal protective gears and survival suits, which are designed to protect in case of water landing, the safety briefing covers everything from evacuation procedures to how to use the life jacket, fire extinguishers and other emergency equipment on board. Once all the preparations are complete, we headed to the helicopter departure area. Hello and welcome viewers, you're watching the special presentation of Sansad TV on Mumbai High. Mumbai High is considered as the backbone of India's offshore oil production. We'll also take you to Sagar Samrat, which has emerged as a symbol of India's self-reliance in the energy sector. Also joining us on this expedition, CEO Sansad TV, Mr. Rajit Punhani. Sir, all set for Mumbai High?
Yes, we're all set for Mumbai High, the symbol of India's energy security.
So viewers, get ready for this unmissable journey and come along.
The only instruction from our side is that once you sit in the aircraft, please ensure that your harnesses are locked and tight at all times.
It's here that the atmosphere begins to shift from the ordinary to the extraordinary. This unique experience brings together the thrill of aviation, the beauty of the sea, and the anticipation of a demanding work assignment. As the helicopter gains altitude, the sprawling cityscape of Mumbai starts to recede, replaced by a seemingly endless horizon of blue sea, stretching out as far as the eye can see. The endless blue of the Arabian Sea below becomes a powerful reminder of just how isolated these platforms are. In the distance, small oil rigs and platforms become visible, dotting the sea like isolated islands. As the helicopter nears its destination, the view changes dramatically. The massive offshore platforms, which initially seemed small from a distance, now appear towering and imposing. Our first destination was iconic, Sagar Samrat. The Sagar Samrat was one of India's most iconic offshore oil rigs, symbolizing the country's commitment to harnessing its marine resources for energy production. Situated in the Arabian Sea, approximately 200 kilometers off the coast of Mumbai, the platform has been at the heart of India's offshore oil exploration and production since it became operational in 1989. Sagar Samrat was a jack-up drilling rig built in 1973 and has since then been a lucky mascot for ONGC. The rig was instrumental in the discovery of the biggest oil field in India, Mumbai High, in 1974, bringing fortunes to the company and transforming oil map of India. Over the years, the rig drilled over 125 wells and has been involved with 14 key offshore oil and gas discoveries. After serving its life as a jack-up rig, it was decided to convert it into a mobile offshore production unit. The iconic offshore drilling rig of ONGC, Sagar Samrat, was commissioned as a mobile offshore production unit on 23 December 2022. The Sagar Samrat conversion project is one of the most complex projects executed by the ONGC. The mobile offshore production unit stands tall in the Arabian Sea as a testimony to narrate the stories of several tough decisions taken during its execution and the excellent stakeholder consultation by the ONGC, which eventually yielded results.
Sagar Samrat, it takes my memory back when ONGC first started drilling for the first time in Mumbai offshore in 1976. Sagar Samrat was the rig. It's a Japanese unit. It drilled first well in Mumbai offshore, which fortunately struck oil and gas then and there. And in a very short period of less than 18 months, Mumbai offshore was put in production. Thereafter, Sagar Samrat for many years continued to be in drilling mode, in operations, drilled number of exploratory wells, number of development wells which were put in production of oil and gas. And subsequently, when rig equipments became older, then since whole of the ONGC was also emotionally attached to the unit and technologies had changed by that time, we thought of converting this unit into a mobile offshore production unit, because our efforts were to develop now small and marginal fields also, which were surrounding the big fields in Mumbai offshore.
The name Sagar Samrat translates to Emperor of the Sea, which reflects the grandeur and significance to the nation's energy sector. 1974, the world economy was struggling to come to terms with oil crisis, risen out of oil embargo by Middle East oil-producing nations. The import price of oil hit all-time high, and countries like India were worst affected due to lack of significant indigenous hydrocarbon resources. ONGC, precisely at that time, was launching its most ambitious exploration effort in high seas, about 90 nautical miles off Mumbai, then Bombay. Fingers crossed, but spirits high. Jack-up, self-propelled, self-elevating drill ship, aptly named Sagar Samrat, was custom built in Japan for shaping India's offshore foray. Sagar Samrat struck oil on February 19, 1974. History was made that day. For ONGC, a new era dawned. India rejoiced. At the time of its commissioning, it was one of the most advanced rigs in the world, designed to operate in challenging oceanic conditions, including strong currents, high winds, and rough seas. Since inception, the Sagar Samrat has contributed significantly to ONGC's production targets, and its role has become even more critical in light of the growing energy demands of the country. It has been instrumental in bringing to the surface vast quantities of crude oil, helping India reduce its dependency on oil imports and maintaining a degree of energy independence.
It's a remarkable experience working at iconic Sagar Samrat. It's a combination of challenges working in the harsh environment like offshore, but with the responsibility of maintaining the high standard of safety and efficiency. And it's my privilege to work in a Sagar Samrat, where when it was a rig, it is a symbol of country's engineering and operational capabilities, and now it is a symbol of innovation and adaptability.
I have recently joined Mumbai Sagar Samrat a year ago. It is a great experience working at a place like Sagar Samrat, because it is one of the places which drilled the Mumbai High asset. So it is a great working experience for me. Seniors are very supportive over here, and I am learning very much from other disciplines also over here.
The role of Sagar Samrat also extends to the development of the western offshore region of India, which holds significant untapped oil and gas reserves. Through ongoing exploration and drilling campaigns, ONGC has been able to expand its production capacity in the region, with Sagar Samrat playing a pivotal role in enabling these advancements. It was time to bid adieu. as we get up for another journey. The visit to Sagar Samrat fills me with immense pride as an Indian citizen and further deepens my respect for energy soldiers. Time to visit Mumbai High North. Come along.
The briefing for the next leg also remains the same as we briefed in the morning, and the flight time from here to MHN is going to be approximately about 10 minutes.
Then we saw Mumbai High North, India's flagship and largest oil field, Mumbai High, discovered 50 years back. And while most fields of that vintage have gone out of production, the field in the Arabian Sea is still going strong. Offshore oil and gas exploration has long been a critical part of India's energy infrastructure, with the Mumbai High field being one of the most significant offshore oil fields in the country. For us, arriving at Mumbai High is a reminder of the vast distance we travelled, both geographically and mentally. We were now on an isolated platform in the middle of the Arabian Sea, with no immediate access to land. The challenges of offshore work begin, but so does the camaraderie, the unique work culture, and the deep sense of purpose that comes with contributing to India's energy needs by these energy soldiers. Mumbai High is one of the largest and most prolific oil fields in India, contributing a significant portion of the nation's crude oil and natural gas production. The platform systems in Mumbai High are made up of fixed platforms, floating production units and subsea installations, all working together to extract and process oil and gas from deep beneath the seabed. Well viewers, this is the iconic first well drilled in the Bombay High oil field back in 1974. 50 years have passed and it is still going strong. The field was discovered in February 1974 by the Russian and Indian teams from the seismic exploration vessel while mapping the Gulf of Cambay. Earlier, a team of geologists from the US had visited India for mapping and told New Delhi it should not waste time looking for oil and gas in the Arabian Sea. Over the past 50 years, thanks to the generation of energy soldiers of ONGC, Mumbai High has produced 527 million metric tons of oil and 221 billion cubic meters of gas, and around 70% of India's domestic production so far. Over 5 lakh crore generated in revenue, a vital contribution to the national treasury. Even after 50 years, the Mumbai High field is the single largest contributor of ONGC production in India. It contributes around 25% to the national domestic production of oil. The extreme weather conditions, particularly during the monsoon season, coupled with the complex and hardest nature of offshore oil extraction, make working on Mumbai High a unique and demanding experience. The platform's control rooms and operational areas are where the real action takes place. Engineers and technical personnel work in shifts to monitor and manage the extraction process, ensuring that the oil is pumped and processed efficiently. Technicians monitor the machinery, keeping a vigilant eye on everything from pumps to pipelines, while safety officers are constantly on guard to prevent accidents and ensure compliance with safety regulations.
First well of Bombay High is the concretization of belief of Indians, all the Indians, that India is having a oil, and it has been proven by the first well drilled by Sagar Samrat. So it is still equally important to us, and we have preserved it, and as on today also it is producing. Whatever our demand in the country has increased so much, but still Bombay High is insurance for energy security to India.
Look at the engineering marvel. All the wells are controlled by this unmanned platform. Given the hardest nature of offshore oil and gas production, safety is always a priority. The platforms on Mumbai High are equipped with state-of-the-art safety systems, including emergency evacuation systems, fire suppression mechanisms and lifeboats. Personnel are thoroughly trained in offshore safety procedures, including firefighting, first aid, and evacuation drills. The work environment itself can be dangerous, while hazards including gas leaks, fired machinery, malfunction, and adverse weather conditions. The isolation of offshore platforms means that workers often face challenging situations. During monsoon season, for example, the platforms are subject to high seas, heavy rainfall and rough seas. The presence of tropical storms and cyclones adds another layer of complexity to the operations. However, despite these risks, offshore platforms like those at Mumbai High are designed with safety at the forefront. Strict operation protocols and regular safety drills ensure that the workers are prepared for any situation that might arise. Mumbai High, over the years, has seen several redevelopment plans involving billions of dollars of investment that have kept the oil and gas flowing.
Mumbai High is a crown jewel of ONGC, and since discovery in 1974, Mumbai High has contributed more than 5 lakhs crore in this national treasury. So it is a national treasure in fact. And after discovery of Mumbai High, ONGC has discovered a large number of fields, and currently we are operating in around 75,000 square kilometer of areas. And now after Mumbai High only, we have discovered major fields like Basin, that is the largest gas field. Then we have Panna, Ratna, Neelam, then we have Dion field, then South Tapti, and so many fields we have discovered.
Flying to Mumbai High was more than just an experience. It served as a reminder of the remoteness, the technological precision, and the personal commitment required to work in such a high-risk environment.
We've got renewed interest from the global majors, major oil companies, and our own companies are also getting off. And I think you will see in the coming 6 months, the institutional reforms we have taken, we will implement that to get more and more gas production and oil production. Gas production, by the way, is doing reasonably well. We have been increasing it by 18% or so. I'm talking about natural gas.
Yes. The visit to Mumbai High has left an indelible impact on my mind. Sir, how was your experience?
Well, this marks the end of our journey to the Mumbai High North. It was a wonderful experience. We also visited the first well, but it marks the end of our journey. But the journey of ONGC and Mumbai High North will carry on forever, contributing to the nation's energy security.
Well, absolutely, sir. And we are indebted to our energy soldiers for eternity. With CEO Sansad TV, Mr. Rajit Punhani, camera person DK Pandey, I'm Kriti Mishra, signing off from Mumbai High. As we took off, the visuals slowly began to fade, but it left a lasting impression, reinforcing the resilience and determination of the offshore workforce of the ONGC.
To watch more programs of Sansad TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share them.